Good afternoon. It's Fringale, cooking show 103. We're gonna make what I consider a peasant lunch, but hey, something in the stomach is better than nothing, right? So what I'm making is cabbage and weenies and steamed rice. And I got the water going for the rice already. It's 3 cups of water, so we would be using 1.5 cups of rice. And I'm using brown rice because it's supposed to be better for diabetics, even though a nutritionist told me even though it's brown rice and it's better for us diabetics, it's still starch, which is true. With that, once it starts steaming, you let it steam for good, because brown rice cooks longer than regular white rice. So regular rice goes for 15 to 20 minutes, so we'll go 20 minutes to 35 minutes. I don't usually like in between times. I don't want hard rice. Now the cabbage and weenies obviously would be cabbage that you cut in half and you make into shreds, and beef weenies or whatever kind of weenies you like, and then you put in the about half a cup of water in the big pot, a big silver pot, over medium-high heat. You'll put the onion first, saute them a little bit. You'll put the sliced in or shredded cabbage in there. Cut up the weenies as small as you want, or just in circles, or cut the half in half and then in half circles to make it stretch out. We're going to use a no salt added diced whole tomatoes, and the organic sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and soy sauce goes in a few drops of soy sauce in the pot of cabbage and weenies, but rinse off the weenies. And since we're using no salt tomatoes, it still has salt in it. Use very little bit of regular salt. Don't use table salt for cooking. Sea salt, kosher salt, or whatever salt you use. Or if you don't use salt, don't use salt. Use a few pinches of dried oregano. That'll give a salty taste to it. So we start off by slicing well, let's get this onion going first. Where's my oil? So like 3 circles of oil. And that's medium-high heat, but start at a very low heat, so you've got nothing ready but the onions. So just throw those in. These onions I've been buying are very potent, and I don't like being seen crying on camera, so I pre-dice them up for that reason. Well, actually, we're going to use 1 cup of water in the weenie and the cabbage. So, as you see, making slices, and then cut it down, down the head, cut it, like this, and then from there, cut those pieces into shreds. So you have, turn it into cabbage confetti. And we don't want to use too much water in the cabbage because cabbage is nothing but water. And you don't want it too soggy. One more. Okay. I like the core of the cabbage, but it's got to be very tender in order for me to eat it. To smell that onion. Smells like onion ring without the breading on it, of course. So what you do is collect your shredded cabbage and throw it in the pot. I'll get the rice is steaming already. Simmering. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit. And don't stir it too much because all the starches will come out and will not be healthy for diabetics or anybody that's trying to watch their weight or whatever. Okay, and then clean up your hands. The next thing you want to do is, I'm just using that much salt, I don't think you can see, but very little salt. It doesn't matter what order you put the seasoning in. I'm putting onion powder. Next, garlic powder. And the black pepper. Give that a stir. Better yet, since I'm not using that much cabbage, I usually make the whole head of cabbage. Cut back on the water to half a cup better because, like I said, cabbage is nothing but water. Right at half a cup of water. Now turn up the heat to medium-high heat. Turn down the heat on the rice. Put that to a low heat. Now you start cutting your weenies up. Oh, we're making good time. It's a miracle. So what I'm going to do is cut down the middle like that and then make those halves in half. So it comes out as, like if it's 2 weenies and I got a total of 4, so that'll be like 8 weenies. I usually cut those halves in halves too and make that 4, but we'll get back. Now you can pre-fry the weenies if you want. I don't like to. I like fried bologna, but I don't like fried weenie unless it's cabbage. No, not cabbage. What's it called? Beanie weenies and stuff like that. Okay, see? So those halves are in half. I'm trying to show you, but the message just popped up on my phone. I like that. Separate them and put them in the pot. And since, like I said, I'm not using the whole cabbage, so I'm only going to use like a third of a can of whole tomato. You can use tomato sauce. I would prefer tomato sauce, but certain things that, I don't know if you remember, I don't really like the taste of tomato just like that, so I like a ketchup form in a salsa or something like that, but other than that, I don't care for tomato. I used to like it a lot as like a kid. Me and my dad used to put salt on it and eat it like an apple, but It brings too many fond memories of my dad, but bad memory because he's no longer here and I miss him like crazy. I loved him very much. I saw that my brother and my sister. And so did all his nieces and nephews and his brothers, sisters, all his relatives. Like anybody that loses a loved one, you know. Yeah, that is true. Now, I already mentioned the ingredients that go in here. Did you notice two ingredients I did not mention? No garlic. Well, fresh garlic didn't go in here. And neither did pepperoncino, which is, you know, our red pepper flakes crushed. But I'm going to put this on pause after I put the tomatoes in. One little handful. Two little handfuls. Three little handfuls. And a little bit of the juice. There. Alright, I'm going to pause this while the rest of the food continues to cook, and then I'll get back to you when I'm done. And 3 medium squirts of soy sauce because it's salty. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go 4. Okay, because then when it's all done and cooked, then you put it on top of your sausage and, your weenies and cabbage that you set on a bed of rice. You got to add a tablespoon of butter into the rice. Okay, be back after a while after it's done. So the rice is done. I'm going to show you how I do it. You can put the rice on top if you want. That's the rice, if you can see it. I'm trying to get the light on there. Then just place the cabbage on top of there with the weenies and the onion and the tomato, and use very little bit of soy sauce. And this is low sodium soy sauce, which doesn't mean drown it in soy sauce either, because then you can develop high blood pressure from all that stuff. Okay, well, this is my cabbage and weenies and brown rice. And I'm going to go enjoy my lunch. Hope that you like this recipe and you like it too. And if you have any recipes you'd like me to try, send me a comment and I'll make it and see how that comes out. Okay, thank you. Have a good afternoon. Okay?